welcome to another one in my series of the top 10 least used station in Buckinghamshire. And today I'm at Saunderton. And you can find Saunderton between High Wycombe and Princes Risborough on the Chiltern main line. Saunderton station opened in 1901 after the existing line was upgraded to double track. It had been proposed before by the local workhouse and pharmaceutical company, but had been rejected. A single-storey ticket office was located on the Aylesbury-bound side, made of brick with a tiled roof. Attached was a canopy on the platform side which went the length of the building. Directly opposite on platform 1, a quaint waiting shelter with canopy was built, but more on this during the walkthrough part of the video. There was a small siding to the northwest of the platforms, adjacent to the Aylesbury-bound rail. The main station building was subject to arson in 1913 when it was destroyed by suffragettes. Placards found by the station read, "Votes for Women, burning to get the vote." Fortunately, no one was hurt, and in the years that followed, the building was reconstructed. The station stayed mainly the same, but unfortunately the siding and signal box were removed by the early 1970s, and the main station building was removed in the mid-1970s. The station then became unmanned, but curiously the London-bound shelter was kept, as we shall see during this walkthrough. Well then, welcome to Saunderton. And this is going to be a very charming station indeed, I can just know it now, after seeing what I've just seen over on the other platform. Anyway, neither here nor there. As you get close to the platform entrance here on platform 2, you'll see the onward travel information board with some information to train times, and there is a map as well. Carrying on down before we go onto that platform, there's a platform information board. The next train at platform 2 is the 12:46. And some more change to train times. And what looks like a community board here, which is really nice to see. There's a few things there about the West Wycombe walks. That's quite nice. And as you can see, there's a fairly extensive car park here at Saunderton. Let's go onto the platform. Before we get onto that platform, we've got these blue reflector boards here for that's ice or freezing conditions. There's what looks like some piece of machinery is going to be put in here. First thing you're going to notice though, if you turn to the right onto platform 2, is the curve you get around, and you've got the footbridge that goes over as well. And if you turn to your left as you come out of the mainish entrance there onto platform 2, you're going to find your automatic ticket machine, which is put into a little bit of a booth here, which will help keep you dry while you're buying your tickets. There's no ticket office here at Saunderton, and there's a little bus style shelter here, and a bike rack which is also covered, as well as a little bit of seating. There's your covered bike rack, that's quite nice. Nice to see, it's just taken care of. And some old style fencing there as well, that's quite nice. This brickwork looks like it's been renewed, got to say, but does look nice. Well, there's the views. Let's just study that a little bit. There are the views heading towards Oxford. And you'll see the driver's aid there at the end, the big mirror. That's to help the driver see if people are still trying to board the train or not. But that's a very good view, as you can appreciate going round the curve there. At time of filming, passenger services are provided by Class 165 and Class 168 diesel multiple units. I'm heading towards the eastern end of platform 2 here, and nice to see on the side here, it looks like some original railing work has still been kept. It's been nicely painted up in the Chiltern Railways blue, Yeah, and there's not a single chip to be seen on it. That's really been well looked after. I'm quite pleased about that. Always nice to see some original fencing. Obviously this bit is not original fencing, but it's because I'm standing on what looks like some new platform. What is interesting here though, and I must admit I'm very surprised about, is the end of the platform here has absolutely no barriers whatsoever, and considering this is a very fast moving line, I'm quite surprised that there's no real attempt to stop anybody getting down onto the tracks there. And obviously it would be miles better if they had a little bit of a gate there, because as I've seen in most of these videos so far, it's a very, very fast moving line here on the Chiltern. So yeah, it would be nice to see a gate put there. Some people might say, why put a gate there? People are sensible. Well, in my experience watching some videos on YouTube, some people aren't that sensible, and do need a little bit of help to stop them going down towards the tracks. Anyway, regardless of that, let's go back along the platform and I'll show you what a little gem there is on platform 1. And on top of the bridge now, and as I like to do, look over and you can see a fantastic view there along the line on the way to Marylebone, and over this side it's also a very nice view as you've got that waiting shelter there on the right hand side and curves away. Fantastic, let's have a little look down on platform 1. Well, I've come down from those stairs now and onto platform 1. There's some seating. There's also a dot matrix display up here giving you the train times and some notices. However, obviously it's all about this building here, this lovely waiting room which has been lovingly restored. And in fact there's a plaque on the wall. Let's have a read of it. And it says that this restored waiting room was opened by David Liddington, Member of Parliament for Aylesbury, on the 21st of September 2004, and the Friends of Saunderton Station are also on that plaque. Underneath that you will find a help point, but realistically it's all about what's inside. Lovely double glazed door there, which obviously isn't original, but it does keep it clean. Let's go in and take a look. And straight away, wow. I mean, I will go through all of these panels. That's a lovely little thing that's been kept. It's fully double glazed in here, and interesting to note this plaque up here which reads, to commemorate the visit of HRH the Duke of Gloucester to mark the formal opening of the Saunderton Station Museum on the 26th of September 2007. And indeed this isn't just a waiting area, this is a fully fledged museum. This poster here talks about the Brain Valley. There's a little heater in there and some places for pamphlets. There is a lending library here, but you've got some, whether it's original, I don't know, I don't think so, but it is in keeping with the actual station, this seating. But as you can see, there's loads of panels on the wall here regarding the transformation of this waiting area. So I'm going to go panel by panel and I'll let you have a little read. Well, there we are. I hope you've managed to pause that and read some of those. I've done my best to keep it steady. But basically, if you really want to have a good read, come down here to the station and have a good look. It's a fantastic little museum. It'd be lovely if more places were to create some of this. But it's a credit to everybody who's been involved in this project. And it's just fantastic to see a small little waiting room still here. And it's still very well looked after. There's no mess. There's no graffiti. That's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. And yeah, just come down and have a look. That's all I can say. And outside the waiting room is this absolutely lovely looking bench, which adds even more character. There seems to be a dedication plaque on here as well. Let's carry on now down to the western end of platform 1. And as soon as I say that, here are some lovely railings again. Seem to have kept a lot of the past here at Saunderton. There's some seating, and we'll have a look down the end of this platform. I'm not going to go all the way down to the western end. As you can probably see from here, the views here not particularly very good down the line. Trains are just going to come up to you on a very quick. You can't really see around that curve. Better to go onto platform 2 if you want to view around the curve. Obviously, keep within the station limits. There is, however, a little bit of old railway brickwork there. Unsure what that might have been. I'll have a look and see if I've mentioned it in the history section, but that's always a good little thing to actually stand on by the look of it. I'm not quite sure what that is, but if anybody knows, as always, tell us in the comments. The statistics for Saunderton are that it opened in 1901. It currently at time of filming has 1 train per hour both east and westbound, which has increased during the peak hours. And the entry and exit figures for 2023-2024 were 91,288. It goes without saying that Saunderton is a fantastic little station here on the line, and it's definitely one of those stations you'll want to visit if you're trying to tick off the least used stations in Britain. Just look at that little waiting shelter over there. It's absolutely fantastic, and it's got a lot of history packed inside it, which is always an interesting thing to read. The views in and out of the station are fantastic for rail enthusiasts, so if you've got the time and you're in the area, come down and take a look. You won't be disappointed. If you enjoyed this video, then please like, comment and subscribe. And if you can, get out there, get on the railway and see where it takes you. Thanks very much for watching.